club, Filipa Patão. Joining Filipa is Boston Legacy FC General Manager Domè Guasch. We will start with opening statements from Domè and Filipa before opening up to questions.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you everyone for joining us today to welcome our first head coach, Filipa Patão. This is a very exciting day for the club and a very important step toward our inaugural season in 26. We're very, very excited to welcome Filipa to the club as the first head coach, because Filipa brings a successful track record from one of the top European clubs at Benfica. And when we think about track record, we tend to think about results, right, and titles and whatnot, and that's impressive, and that is definitely important, but she brings a lot more than that. And for us, it's also her track record in developing players, not only young, right, but also players of all ages. Her way that she also proved of creating and building healthy and also winning culture at the same time, and a coach that also with very similar ideas to ours, a similar style that aligns with our clubs and what we're looking for. To find Filipa, we went through a process of over 6 months, starting with over 60 coaches as the candidates, and narrowing it down till we made the decision, and we were very happy that the best coach that we could find also wanted to come here. So we're extremely happy about that, and thank you, Filipa, for also choosing Boston. I know you had many different options, and we're very, very excited and happy to have you here. And excited to finally have her in Boston after the visa process and all that. And with that said, seja bem-vinda, Filipa.
Obrigada. Thank you. Hi everybody. It's an incredible honor to join this club and step into a city with such rich tradition of sports and excellent sports. So it's an incredible honor. I'm very excited because I know the project is ambition. I know that I have opportunity to help to build something different, something great, and create a legacy. I'm so excited to get to work with the players and with the staff. I know the ambition is very, very high, and I know the responsibility to have a new project in my hands, in our hands. But I know that everybody here is capable to do this job and to hug this project like a family, and like a thing that really, really matters is important for us. So again, I'm here 100%. I'm here knowing that's gonna be tough, gonna be difficult, but I always say, and a good sentence that I always say, you need to die with memories, not with dreams. So I'm here to create these memories, and I think that's gonna be awesome.
Right, we'll now open up the floor to questions for Filipa and Domè. Please raise your hand to ask a question. We'll call on you, and before asking your question, we just ask that you please state your name and affiliation first. We'll start with Canada.
Hi, this is Kenneth Minogue from Mass Live. Hi, Filipa. Welcome to Boston. Welcome to Massachusetts. I just wanted to ask, what sort of club, what sort of team, what sort of vision do you have for building here with Boston Legacy?
Hi. It's not my vision. It's a vision from the club. It's a vision from the city. Everybody knows that this city wants to win. This city wants a legacy. This city deserves strong women's football, and this is why I'm here, because I know this project is ambitious since the beginning. So it's not my ideology, not my identity, not my goals, it's the goals of the club, and I know that the club wants to create this responsibility, this community responsibility, this winning mentality. So I'm here probably because I have the same. I love win. I'm very competitive, and I know what is being in a place that you have this responsibility with your supporters, with your city, with everything around you, because it's a culture. And I know what it is, because in Benfica we have the same thing. And when you start something from zero, it's not something about you. It's about the club. It's about to everybody that is involved in this project.
All right. Hayden?
Hi, this is Hayden Bird with Boston.com. Filipa, welcome to Boston. I guess what I wanted to ask was, given your long history at Benfica, and that you were in a good place there, I guess, what was it about Boston and coming to NWSL maybe that intrigued you? Thank you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. I think, first of all, the league is very, very competitive. It's one of the best leagues of the world. So it's normal that every coach wants to be here, wants to be in this league, wants to bring something to this league. And I felt that was the moment for me to take this step to another league, to a competitive league. Different, of course, but different is not necessarily bad, can be good. And why Boston? Because again, the identity of Boston is very similar with my identity. I felt that the club has the same values, the same goals that I have, and I don't like to feel comfortable. And in Benfica, I start to be a little bit comfortable because, again, we won everything. We did what we did to have to make success, to have success, to create a new professional club in the regards to the women's football in Portugal. So I thought that my mission was done in Benfica, and I felt that I need to get the other step. And when Domè speak with me, I really believe that this is the way. I felt the energy. I felt something that you understand that is the perfect marriage. I use a lot this word, the perfect marriage, because of that. Because when I arrived here to talk with Domè, I met the city. I understand the values, the culture, and was like easy for me to pick this club and to make this step in my career, because it makes sense for me. And again, the same identity, and for me is everything.
All right, we'll go to Jackie next.
Hi, Filipa. Welcome to Boston. This is Jackie Contreras for the Blazing Musket. All of your signed players have either recently started their seasons in the last couple of weeks or have been playing throughout the summer. Have you been keeping up with or watching their games? And if so, what are your first impressions?
Hi. Yes, of course, we need to do that. It's our job, and is a priority for us. Continue to look to our players, and I'm very excited because they are in the good places, in good clubs, in good environments to continue to grow up, continue to improve. And I'm like 1 hour before this conference, I was talking with the player, because we do a lot of meetings online. Sometimes we want to do in personal when it's possible, but normally online, to check how is the player, to show some videos, to show some particular details to improve in the training. Of course, we don't gonna talk about tactical things because they are in the clubs, so it's the decision of the club and the coach of the club. But technical parts that we know that gonna be important for us, we talk with the players and we try to help and give this support that we think is very, very important to the players, feel that we are there, we are with the players.
Tamara?
Hi, I'm Tamara Griffin. I'm with The Athletic. Bem-vinda. And my question
Obrigada.
is, what aspects, Filipa, of your job at Benfica do you plan to bring over with you to Boston Legacy as you continue to build out this team? And as you mentioned, the NWSL is extremely competitive as a league, and I know that balance and parity is rare. It's not often seen across Europe or in Portugal specifically. So I'm curious, when you are coming into a league where, as so many have said, no game is guaranteed, anyone can beat anyone at the same time, what, as a coach, are you hoping to learn in terms of new skills competing in a league like this?
So hola, and thank you, obrigada. So you are saying exactly why I'm here. This league, this adaptability that you need to have to this league, and this is one thing that Benfica brings me, and I want to bring here too, because in Benfica we have our league in Portugal. Yes, it's not a league so competitive like this league in the United States, but we have the UEFA Women's Champions League, and there we need to have this capacity to have the adaptability. Why? Because probably you're gonna play against Barcelona, against Lyon, this guy. We need to change some things to have success. And I'm the type of coach that I don't like to be close. I have my identity, of course. I like to play. I love to have the ball. I love to pressure. But the most important in football is understand the game. Understand what the game is saying to you. And if the game is saying to you that you need to change some particular thing, some particular dynamic or principle in the game, you need to do it. Because in the end of the day, the players want to win. We want to win. The club wants to win. But it's the way that you're gonna do it. And the way is not necessary the same way every day, every hours, every minutes, every situations of the game. So Benfica brings me a little bit of this because we have two different contests in the same year after year after year. And the capacity that we have with the players that we have, good, very good players, but players that sometimes not used to have this type of competitions, of this type of environment so difficult like the UEFA Women's Champions League. We need to give this mentality of, first of all, be competitive, like to win, don't ever afraid to make mistakes, don't ever afraid to take risks in the game, because this is important, to be comfortable and to be confident to achieve your goals. So this type of work that we did in the Benfica, I try, of course, to bring here, because it's gonna be important to this league, to our club, because we're gonna start from zero, and these players gonna have this opportunity to grow with us. Everybody wants to grow in this opportunity. And one thing is very, very important. We can create something that's probably 10, 11, 20 years. We can look and say, yeah, I participate on this, in this legacy, in this history, in this way that Boston walk ended. So I think, come on, we know that is a difficult league. We're gonna have worse moments, bad moments, but when we believe in the process, I think everything gonna be okay.
I'll go to Joe now. Joe Wild.
Hi, Filipa. This is Joe Wild from WBZ. Thanks so much for the time. Welcome to Boston. This is a question more just about the growth of, women's sports and women's soccer in this sport. There has just been a massive amount of growth
Hi. Yes, of course, we can see the develop and this growing in the two places in Europe and here in this league. Different ways, of course, because we know that our league, I can say our league now, our league. Since I start to see football, we know that is one of the best leagues, but we see that is growing. We see that every players, every coach, every staff, every clubs since the beginning doing a great job to try to develop the league, try to give something new, to create more opportunities to the players, to the clubs, to make the difference. So it's clear for me that everybody tried to do a great job. We probably are one more to try to do something different and try to give and bring something different to this league. In Europe, we can see the same in regards to the develop. Every club start to bet try to invest more money, more facilities, more conditions to the players. It's a different football because the European football, we can see that probably is a little bit more technique, but they start to take care and look to the physicality too. So I think this type of things is improving in Europe. Here we can have everything because normally you can see season after season European players wants to come to this league. The American players are every year improving, and because of that, because every clubs want to put more conditions, the right persons in the jobs, and I feel that this can make the difference in this league. Do this type of decisions, have this type of decisions, put the right persons in the right places to make the difference.
Esteban next.
Hi Filipa, this is Esteban Bustillos from GBH News. Thank you for the time. I know you and Domè and his staff have been working on building out this roster. Just what has your input been like in that process, and also just as you continue to do that, just what is sort of your pitch to players as you're building something from scratch, why they should come here to Boston?
Hi, buenos dias. First of all, I think we have the same identity and helps a lot. Domè came from Barcelona, I came from Benfica, and we used to say that our methodologies are very similar. Of course, it's not the same, but are very similar. And the way that we look to the game and we look to the players is very similar. This helps us. Of course, we have our disagreements. I like more one player, I like more another player, but the most important is feel that Domè believes in my work, believes in me, and I believe a lot what Domè is starting to build here. So we try to manage this, and it's easy. It's easy because when you look to the game in the same way, you're gonna pick probably the same players or similar players that gonna bring you the technical and tactical part that we need to our game. So yes, it's a hard work. We need to fight a lot, but in the end, I feel that we're gonna have a great squad because we're gonna have players that, first of all, have the identity and mentality of the club. They know and understand the culture. They know and understand what we want to do here. And second, have the tools and the capacities to bring to our game what we need. So we are very happy in this moment.
Westlake.
Hi, this is Amanda Westlake from All for 11. My question is, what does it mean to you to be Boston Legacy's first head coach, and how special is it to be able to build a team from the beginning?
Hi, I think it's the right question. What I feel in this moment is I'm very proud. I'm very very motivate because I know that when you are the first one, you have the opportunity to build something in your way. Okay, I know that is not only in my way. We need to have this commitment with each others, but I know that if everything, and I believe in myself, gonna be okay, you have this opportunity to give to the club something that they will remind in the history, and the support's the same. And when you put your mark in something, you know that you build something important. In the next 10 years, if somebody say, oh, Filipa, I remember Filipa, she brings me the joy of football, of women's football. I love to see the games, I love to see the players, I love the football that they present. We won titles, but again, the way that Filipa did was amazing. If someday I listen this from the supporters, for the club, for everybody, even that I'm in the other side, but when you listen this, you know that you did something good, that you did something great. So I don't want to be part of something that don't create something different in the world of football. So I'm here to make history. I'm sorry, I know that is hard, I know that is difficult, I know that's a lot of people gonna say, oh my God, she don't know what's gonna deal with this league. I know the difficulties of this league, but again, I believe a lot in us, in our process. Gonna be a fight, but in the end, you're gonna be happy with the results because you did everything. And this is, I'm sure that I'm gonna do everything to give to the supports and to the clubs the best results and the best game that they deserve.
Hi, Filipa, welcome. I wanted to ask you, as you're stepping into a league where you're one of only a few female head coaches, I wanted to ask what that means to you.
For me, of course, it's important to see more women in sports in general, in sports in many positions, but I believe in quality, and I believe that if you have quality to be a leader of something, you need to be there. If it's a woman, a man, I think the most important if this person has quality or not. Of course, we need to have more opportunities to women. We need to have more opportunities to have talent, women talent in a lot of positions in the world's sports, not just only in football. So I'm very happy when I can play against another woman, another coach female. So, but again, I don't want that needs to be like a demanding. No, needs to deserve to be there like a man. And I think that we have a lot of good women's coaches around the world. They just need an opportunity to show. Fortunately, I had this opportunity in Benfica. Now I'm gonna have here in this great league. But again, it's a matter of quality and opportunity, and I think women need to have more opportunities like that.
All right, we'll go to Ryan Michael. Brian, you ready? All right, then we'll go back to Hayden Bird.
Hey, Filipa, it's Hayden Bird with Boston.com again. I just wanted to ask on a personal level, had you been to Boston before taking the job? And I guess having moved here, what are your first impressions? Have you had a chance to explore the city at all?
Hi, yes, I was here 3 days, I think, 3 days to talk with Domè, to talk with the owners of the club, and was an important moment. First of all, because we share our visions, and it's important to understand when you want to make a decision, even the club or me, when you want to make a decision, you need to understand the vision of the people that stay in the club, and was the perfect moment to understand that they have the same vision that I have. They want the same to women's football. They want the same to the city. And when I start to go around to the city, and I have the opportunity to eat with Domè, I would say the name, the lobster roll, yeah, was the thing that stayed in my mind, the lobster roll. I never eat something like this, a bread and this shrimp,
Lobster.
Lobster, yeah, lobster. It was like, oh, how a mix. And I'm this type of person, have new experience, new things, don't be afraid to have the experience, even that you, oh, okay, it's different, no problem, but you need to have the experience. And when I start to walk in Boston, the people so warm, the restaurants, the culture, the way that they have all these sports was a thing that I thought, how is possible one city have a lot of sports, different sports, but everybody supports the clubs from town, and it's incredible because it's not the name of the club, is the name of your town, and I think when I felt this, I start to understand. Okay, I can live here. I can have this energy. I can breathe this air. So it was easy for me to make this decision.
Excellent. I think those are all of the questions. So I want to thank Domè and Filipa for their time this morning, and thanks to all of you for helping us welcome Filipa to Boston Legacy FC. That will conclude today's press conference.
Can we get one more in? I'm sorry.
Oh, Ryan, are you there?
This is actually Jesus Quiñones. Sorry for the confusion. This is Jesus Quiñones from Telemundo. I have a question in Spanish.
For Domè. Domè, si me podrías hablar un poquito de lo que vieron en Filipa, de la decisión que tomaron para traerla a ser la primera entrenadora acá en Boston.
Sí, como comenté al inicio, nosotros lo primero que hicimos fue pues definir el coach ideal, ¿no? O la coach ideal para Boston. Entonces a partir de ahí definimos las características, lo que buscábamos, lo que priorizábamos, y con eso pues nos fuimos a buscar en el mercado pues diferentes entrenadoras, entrenadores que pues se pudieran encajar en ese perfil. Como dije, pues iniciamos con aproximadamente un poco más de 60 entrenadoras y entrenadores de diferentes niveles, diferentes lugares, nacionales, internacionales, y a partir de allí, pues primero a través de datos, a través de vídeo, después a través de entrevistas, pues fuimos filtrando estos entrenadores, y un poco sobre todo pues lo que buscábamos principalmente, y que pues Filipa se encajaba a la perfección, pues era un entrenador o entrenadora que hubiera probado, que sabe desarrollar talento, que está focalizada en el día a día, ¿no? Focalizada en el proceso y no en el resultado, porque al final el resultado no deja de ser una consecuencia del proceso, que también pues trajera un liderazgo y unos valores que se alineasen con los del club, porque sabemos que también pues aquí no solo estamos creando un equipo, estamos creando una cultura, y en ese caso pues Filipa va a ser una de las grandes líderes, ¿no? en la construcción de esa cultura, y queríamos pues eso, una líder que se encajase con eso, y finalmente que fuese alguien que al mismo tiempo que veía el fútbol como lo vemos nosotros, que se alineara con el estilo del club, al mismo tiempo pues tuviera la adaptabilidad para poder competir en una liga como la NWSL, que sabemos que es muy competitiva, que requiere mucha adaptación, y en ese sentido Filipa pues se encajaba perfectamente con estas cuestiones, y además pues eso, traía la energía que habéis podido ver hoy en la conferencia, la pasión por el fútbol que seguro que también habéis podido sentir hoy, y bueno, y nosotros y personalmente la pude sentir desde el primer día, así que estoy muy muy satisfecho con la decisión y con el hecho de que Filipa esté con nosotros.
Filipa, ¿usted habla español?
Un poquito, es un portuñol. ¿Sirve para ti?
Un mensaje para los aficionados que están emocionados de ver fútbol femenil en Boston.
Eu penso que la mejor mensaje que puedo dar es, por favor, viene al estadio para ver este equipo, porque ellos van a entregar principalmente un juego que va a ser atractivo. La afición va a sentir, sí, es un equipo de Boston. Eso es la mejor mensaje que puedo dejar.
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Muchas gracias.
Excellent. Well, thank you all for being here, and that will conclude the press conference. So appreciate your time and Domè and Filipa's time as well. And yeah, I'm sure we'll talk to you all soon. So thanks again for joining us today.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
¿Puedo? Yes.